really smart move, just to compose himself. And what he must remind himself now, Marcus, is he doesn't need to change anything. He just needs to play the way he played in that opening set. Maybe needs to do a little bit more on Rafa's serve. It's say that it's amazing how many times Rafa finds the good first serve, or if required on the second serve, goes right into Andy's body. Spectacular tennis.
Great stuff, Barry. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, Rafa's serve is you can underestimate it so easily, particularly that second serve. It's got him out of trouble a few times. But some of those points, I mean, a 36-point rally during that tie-break, and Rafa's so pumped at the end of it. The advantage is with him, but as Greg was saying, and Barry, it's not over yet. Back up to the commentary box, Pat and Mark.
What a finish to an incredible set of tennis. There's tension, but boy, is there entertainment out here. They've seen some pretty big acts over the time, but Nadal Murray right now is matching them shot for shot.
It was just sensational tennis, wasn't it? I mean, there was almost a faultless tiebreaker from both players. As you said, it's not good enough to be, what'd you say, not good enough to be perfect, you're going to be immaculate or something. That's about right too. But a couple of those forehands that Nadal produced in that tiebreak, particularly the last point, very, very low. He had to get around, go way out of court. And as Andy takes a bathroom, comes back from his bathroom break, that Nadal was a long, long way out of court to get around to hit that forehand. Now, anything less than a perfect forehand, he would have been in big trouble. And he hit that with so much pace, so much spin, and the ball bounced off the court that Murray couldn't hit it hard enough to get past Nadal at the net. And of course, it was like lightning across there, and that's what a net play is all about. It's getting into position very, very quickly. Of course, you don't have any swing on the volleys, so it's getting into the right position as quickly as possible. And for one of the best athletes in the world, you should be able to do that.
Nadal then in pole position. Opening set goes his way, 7-6. I don't know whether you agree with me, Pat, but I feel at times Andy on his forehand comes through a little quick with his right hip, and therefore he hits that cross-court forehand so well, but the one up the line, he just struggles with it at times.
Those balls just stop on him a little bit. They're balls that have not a lot of pace, and he almost sets up fractionally too early and yeah, hits through the ball. And it's only a fraction in it.
But you need to have such great width to your tennis against a guy like Nadal, don't you? I mean, everything has to work. You have to be able to hit the one up the line.
I mean, that's not even good enough. Pushed it long. Got a challenge. I think he feels that was a little long.
In terms of how important that opening set maybe as we go to the challenge here is that Murray this year, having lost the opening set, has only managed to turn around 5 matches. Nadal's going to be a little disappointed with that outcome there. He was in pole position in that rally, let alone the match. I'm saying 5 times this year Murray's been able to turn around the loss of the opening set. Twice of those in best of 5 set matches, just 3 times in the best of 3.
see mishit backhand again for Murray. I said just every once in a while he gets his timing of his footwork not quite right. That was coming back, wasn't it? It was curling in. Just side spin and top spin.
It's the sort of game that perhaps creates quite a few disbelievers in the crowd, but Murray can turn this around. He's saying it says to believe something is impossible is to make it so, but somehow Murray has to convince himself that this match is still there for the taking.
Well, that's true. He's as Barry said, he's not far off the mark. Clearly, that was an extremely tight first set. A couple of unforced errors in that set, that game. But the most important thing is he gets off to a good start here, and you know, serving a couple of big first serves.
It's interesting he's gone into his forehand as much, isn't it? Obviously, it's a shot that Murray hits much more spin on, so it does sit up for Nadal to attack, whereas the backhand comes through much lower.
That's true. The interesting thing I think is there is the second serves all jamming into the body, not giving Andy any room to swing. Oh yeah, tricky shot to hit. That one wasn't really a half volley, and it wasn't a full-blooded forehand. So he had to control that and roll it. The wrists, and there he goes. Very well done. Made it look easy. It wasn't that shot, I tell you.
Well, when you're that good and you're lucky, it's a pretty irresistible combination.
Yeah, just about hit that return on the throat, didn't he, Rafa? He was running away from it, trying to get around to around the forehand. It was a good second serve, and luckily caught the outside edge of the line. He needs that one working. Just was missing a little bit at the end of the set. Not sure what he was trying to achieve with that drop shot.
You're right. What did he miss? His last three or four first serves in that tiebreaker. Did well to save two of them at 5-2 down to get himself back to 5-4. He has to consistently be around 60-65%. He's just starting to come off that sort of 70% level now. Dropped just under 60.
And he's one now. Gee, that was a good serve too, but even that wasn't enough. Nadal got his racket on it and did well deep down the middle, forcing Murray to move his feet and no angle to hit from, so he had to create his own angle there, which means going close to the line or close to the net if he was to move Rafa around. So 2 break points early on for Nadal. Well, that was a great second serve. Put a little bit more on that one. More important than anything, the depth. Not sure if it hit the service line or not, but it skidded. Extra bit of pace. No. Just missing that one. The big flat one. Oh.
He needed something special and he produced it. Just wavering a little bit in this game. Can he get out of it?
Advantage Murray. Cheers.
Beautifully played. Posed a lot of questions in that rally, but he answered them superbly.
That's going to give him a lot of confidence there. Nadal almost looked slow on a couple of occasions, a couple of shots there, getting across. There was so much angle, and Murray was in such control of the point.
Will that be a turning point when we look back on this match? The first break.